Tonight on WWE Smackdown Live AfterBuzz, it's the go-home show before TLC. Find out who the number one contenders are for the tag titles, and we got to do our predictions, so stay tuned.
You're tuning into the destination for TV superfan discussion, AfterBuzz TV. And now, let the buzz begin.
We're here, live on AfterBuzzTV.com, the AfterBuzz TV YouTube page. You're liking, subscribing, telling your friends, iTunes and SoundCloud, you're liking, telling everyone about AfterBuzz. It's just more mellow. You're all thrown off that I'm not super hyped with this music to intro the show.
I'm imagining if this were the 80s and you had a dating tape, this is what you would have done. You would have.
This is what I do now.
Like, hey, girl,
This
we're here in your house.
You clearly have not seen my OkCupid page.
What you wearing?
No, I super liked it, but then you blocked me.
Did he roadblock you?
Yeah, roadblocked you. Welcome, everybody. I'm Christian Rosenberg. The Twitter, @RealRosenberg. Instagram, TheRealRosenberg. T-shirts, ProWrestlingTees.com/Christian Rosenberg. Whole gang is here today. Over here to my left, repping the West Coast Wrestling Connection T-shirt.
Yeah.
At Christy Reports, Christy Olson.
Hello.
Hello
How are
there.
you today, Christian Rosenberg?
I am fantastic, Christy Olson. How are you?
Oh, I'm glad to hear it. I am well, thank
Well,
you.
that is great to hear.
Wait, was I supposed to do it in like the creepy voice? I'm sorry. I screwed it up.
It doesn't sound creepy
Yeah,
when
I
you
was like, that's
whisper.
in a creepy way.
It's not creepy at all.
Sound like a librarian.
Ooh.
Yeah.
No talking in the library.
I think the chat roll's gonna want you to whisper the rest of the show. Over on the other side, at Tom Connolly.
Hello, I'm here.
You are here. Always full of energy.
Calm as ever.
Wait, should I be creepy? No, I don't want to be creepy. That's
No, that's George is the creepy one. Remember that. It's Creepy George.
Okay.
And at Curtin Jerks. Hey, Sami Zayn's on Raw, sir, Scott Narver. Why are you wearing a Sami Zayn shirt?
Isn't he the most talked about wanting to be traded superstar?
Yep.
Him or Cesaro?
Cesaro won't even drink a Guinness, so he's not committed to anything.
He did at the end.
No, he did not. Go
I
back
think he
and
took a
watch
sip
it.
at the end.
He
He
held
did?
it far away from his face, and that's why nothing is happening with Cesaro.
I thought he'd take a sip. I thought he was,
He won't commit. I am now getting on board, Christy. I am now getting on board.
I like it. Well, Cesaro's just ticked off that he's not on the poster for their shows that come out.
Did you see that? No, that international thing. There are two Xavier Woods on that
Yep.
poster.
Yes.
There's Xavier Woods, and growing out of his arm is another Xavier Woods. Google it if you have not seen it yet.
It's amazing.
And no Cesaro.
Nope.
There was
But
no
two
room.
Woods, two Xavier Woods, but no Cesaro.
Yeah. Would you not be mad though? I'd be upset if I was him. I think he has
I'd be
every right to
pissed.
be upset.
Yeah.
Sin Cara has the same complaint. He's not on the poster for
Nah, he
the
cares about
upcoming
him.
Mexico dates either.
Oh.
So apparently it's just like a thing.
Listen, he just steals people's masks. Like he stole Jericho's mask the other night. That was wrong. So.
Dude, they're cool. They've made up.
Did they? I don't know.
They did. They say they did.
All right, guys, we got a packed show here today.
Yeah.
We got a good go-home SmackDown before TLC. We're going to have to break down TLC.
Break it down.
And we start off the show with a contract signing. I got no problem with the contract signing segments. I just find it awkward to start the show. Like, you want to, get people excited that SmackDown's happening. So you usually should have either, the promo to hype up the big match for that show, or obviously you start with some high-flying match to get the energy going. You start with the contract, which this segment to me felt like it belonged in the middle of the show. Yeah. I thought they did a great job with it.
My guess is 205 Live. It was filmed before SmackDown.
I believe it was filmed after, because
Really?
they at the end.
They
Well, we'll get to the end of the show.
think that it is live
Well, we'll get
after SmackDown.
We'll talk about the end of the show in a little bit, but the show ended with a backstage segment this week. To me, that means they were busy setting up the ring.
Well,
I think Orton was just standing in the corner still. He wouldn't get down.
Who?
Orton.
Oh, he just wouldn't get off the
He
rope.
was like, I'm not sure where. Yeah, coming here.
He's like, I know how the mannequin challenge works.
Well, we should acknowledge Jimmo in the booth as well.
Hey, Jimbo.
We should acknowledge him, shouldn't we?
Hi.
Hi, Jimbo. I'm sorry, I forgot. I love you, Jimbo.
It's okay.
All right.
Continue.
Thank you.
He'll
So
shut this show down any second. He'll put on 205 Live.
my mic will be muted at
Just
any
live
moment.
stream.
And then I'll just have to lean into Chrissy's mic and just talk in that because I need to hear myself talk. Renee is in the ring moderating the contract signing between Becky Lynch and Alexa Bliss. But Alexa has her leave about 30 seconds into it. But she said they'll reach out to her if they want tips on bad fashion.
Good to know.
Why don't they go to her?
No
Why
one's
wouldn't they
ever
go-
said that Renee Young is a terrible dresser before.
Who on this show would have ever said that?
I would,
And
logically-
surprisingly, not me.
Logically, that's what I
Right.
would think. It would be Christian.
No,
It's true.
It was not. But by the way, I thought they both looked very professional for this contract signing.
Yeah, dude, Alexa didn't need that jacket.
Oh,
Give it to us, girl.
wow. See, I was going, hey, it's professional. It's a contract signing moment, and I know Jimbo's getting ready to start up my damn music now. But no, I like because of the blazer with the tank. I'm like,
Wait a minute.
She
Are
had
we-
the slacks. She didn't need the blazer.
Are we heading into Christian's closet right off the bat? You know, you would think, much like a contract signing, you want to get everybody warmed up and get the energy going. You want to start right away with the Christian's closet. Okay, unconventional.
I
heard there's a lot happening tonight.
I felt like there was too much Christian's Closet tonight. And I feel like the more people egg me on with this, the more I'm just going to do it. And then it's going to get oversaturated and people are going to get sick of it.
I think you should do one on YouTube on Mondays for Raw.
My goal is to overwater the plant that is Christian's Closet
I don't.
and just make it drown.
You
No.
should do a Christian Closet after
Mitch.
show for the show here.
I've never
Yeah, right.
heard in wrestling of something being done to death. So
Never.
You
Yeah.
might as
Never.
well just give it a shot.
Everything's original.
Yeah.
So.
Well, Becky Lynch called Alexa Harley Quinn. Speaking of original, she's like, "Yeah, this is very obvious that you look like her." And Becky compared Alexa to her cousin because they're both blonde, they're both obsessed with glitter, and they both demand things that they feel they deserve. But her cousin's 4 years old. So I was like, "Oh, that was a sick burn."
Also,
sick
Becky
burn came
probably just
later.
wanted to give her cousin a shout out. 'Cause
Maybe.
She seems like the type.
Maybe.
How
And-
nice of her.
I know, right?
And Becky also mentioned that she's not the nice girl, she's relentless. And that's why she wrestled in the biggest women's match of all time. That's why she was the #1 pick for Smackdown, and that's why she's the current women's champion. Alexa says she's going to throw ice cold water on that straight fire. And then
Good one, Lexi.
Not a burn.
Oh, yeah, and she also like, hey, my name is not Lexi. Look at it on the contract. It says Alexa. And then Becky socks her one. And they brawl a little bit. And it results in Alexa throwing Becky Lynch through a table. And we talked about last week, we were waiting to find out who would get the tables match.
And that was it. I'm glad to see. This isn't necessarily calling a lady fat joke, but I'm glad to see that someone is heavy enough to go through one. That it's not
Yeah.
the Sasha effect of boing, boing at Hell in a Cell.
Well,
I
yeah,
think
when
we
they
were-
when they were setting this up from the beginning, that was my comment. I was like, can they do a tables match? Like, Alexa's like 90 pounds. Can she go through a table? I guess we'll find out.
Yeah, but I think when you're coming straight down on the table, it's a lot easier to go through it than
That's true.
being set up in a weird angle that's not even.
Well, yeah, it
Right,
was
right.
the weird angle for it in that Hell in a Cell match. It should have been on the top rope because then they would have gone through it.
Yeah.
But
Oh, well.
hey, we wanted Becky and Alexa to have one of the gimmick matches for this pay-per-view, and our wish was granted. They listened to us again.
Let's
Further
ask for
proof.
more stuff.
Further proof. They continue to listen to us. And they even make the fashion comments proudly directed towards me.
Yeah.
I'm excited for this.
As I'm
match.
wearing my custom Rosenberg Rose shirt this evening.
Fancy.
It says, I mean, you can't see it right now. It says Rosenberg on the back of it.
So you made that in a mall?
No.
Like it was spin art?
No.
I don't understand how it's custom made then.
No.
You can only make shirts in a mall.
No, that's not true, Scott. It's not true. You can pay someone.
in a mall
Well, not-
to do spin art. Tom said he was excited for this match. I heard, he was yelling. Sorry to hear him.
Screaming.
Is this the match you're most excited for?
Maybe. I don't know.
I can tell the energy
match,
that you're talking about.
the ladder match maybe too, because I think those guys, Miz and Ziggler are gonna have a really good match. So I don't know.
Well, speaking of which, good segue there, Tom. Because then we got a tag match: Ziggler and Kalisto versus Miz and Baron Corbin.
Oh, I'm excited for that match, the Baron Corbin.
I think that's going to be
Kickoff match?
I think
No,
it might. I think it might open. It might open the pay-per-view. I think that match is going to be better than what people think.
Me too.
I hope it is.
I was just kind of kidding, but yeah, I think it'll be good.
This match consisted of super kicks galore. I feel like Ziggler gave like 6 super kicks in this match. Maurice threw a ladder at Ziggler.
Which we didn't quite get to see, unfortunately.
No, the camera kind of missed it a little bit. Yeah. Kalisto hit a Salido del Sol on Miz, and then went for the cover. And Corbin, with one fell swoop with a chair, just like broke Kalisto's back. It was vicious. And a possible sign of things to come this Sunday, maybe.
Yeah, Kalisto's going to have to get really clever with that chair.
Oh, yeah. That's what I'm looking forward to. I'm curious to see what Kalisto's going to do with chairs.
Mm-hmm. I assume there's going to be a lot of leg shots of chairs to Corbin.
I want him to fly with a chair.
Courbin?
No.
Yes.
That would never be physically possible.
I think
I tried to picture it, I just couldn't even.
I think Kalisto could run off chairs, like step on them to jump off some stuff.
Yeah.
Really
Try to do some Sabu things.
I hope they do a face-off spot where he opens 2 chairs and stands on them so he can stand face-to-face with Baron Corbin.
Oh, I like that.
And then Corbin just kicks the chairs out
Yeah.
from under him.
Yeah.
Nice.
I'm waiting for Baron Corbin to do a hair versus hair match.
Who would he go against?
Hair versus mask, Corbin and Kalisto. That can work.
Mm-hmm.
But-
Sorry, Kalisto, you're losing that
Yeah,
match.
you're losing that mask, dude.
Baron would look slightly less careless with less hair.
So
Why less careless?
less careless when more hairless?
Exactly.
All right.
That could be
print
his
that
new
shirt.
gimmick.
That could be a new shirt for him. And he'd have 2 new shirts.
Yeah.
He all right. I was begging for one forever. Yeah, okay, we don't need it right now. We don't need it right now. Damn you, Jimbo. We don't need another one right away. He just got a new one.
He's got to make that money.
Yeah.
Merch money.
It's got to catch up to Cena.
Yeah.
He's not New Day money.
Listen, he's at least Billy and Chuck money. They're on the screen up there. Did they have a shirt?
I would think so.
I don't know.
Sure they did.
They had their headbands.
Yeah.
That's true. The headbands are there.
America Alpha is backstage. They're getting interviewed by Dasha about their main event match tonight against Randy Orton and Bray Wyatt for the winner being number 1 contender for the tag titles. And they mentioned, hey, don't forget that we won the Turmoil match. And Gable suddenly gave Dasha this really evil look. He's like, don't forget that we won Turmoil last week.
I like
Gable
that.
got angry really quickly. They were talking about what they were going to do. Jordan's going to suplex them, and Gravity eventually will bring it back down. And then they used Bray's catchphrase of run. We got no Ready, Willing, and Gable tonight. Because they're focused.
Got in the ring.
We did. They were Ready, Willing, and Gable in the ring.
Someone in our chat roll thinks that maybe American Alpha versus the Usos will be the opening match for TLC, the kickoff match. And I think that's a fabulous idea.
I mean, well,
Thank you, Stealth Newton.
I love those their matches that they have.
Make it for the number 1 contendership.
Sure.
Oh, yeah, let's do that.
Yeah. Something different.
And as soon as the American Alpha promo happens, we have a Wyatt promo. It's their immediate response to it. They had the camera ready. It's like, oh, American Alpha's talking about us? Get ready. All right, we're on. Bray talked about how American Alpha's delusional. Orton said he used to be like them, but now I see everything. And we'll take care of them, but the real question is, will Luke Harper take care of Kane? And they had a little bit of a stare down. And Bray's like, Harper, send Kane back to hell. It'd be great if you did.
I think Kane would like that. I don't think that's a punishment.
No, he's just he's getting to go home for the holidays.
Yeah, it'd be like send Kane back to the corporate world and he'd be like, I don't know.
He is the devil's favorite demon.
He is.
Yeah, he's favorite.
He was just there probably last Thursday.
They probably had a nice turkey with his father, the devil, or well, I don't know if it's devil's developed. No, Paul Bearers
is dead.
Yeah.
Well,
But he's there too.
Paul Bearer's there too. I was just gonna say that.
Family reunion. Katie Vick's there.
She ended up in hell.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sad.
Well, it was because of that segment on Raw that she's like, I wasn't even involved in it. It was a dummy.
And they're like, nope, you're going there.
You're going there. You're not even real.
Triple H, heaven.
Because he booked it, so.
We then have Carmella come out to the ring. First off, I don't remember if we mentioned this over the last couple weeks, but have we noticed there's no more Staten Island accent out of Carmella?
I've noticed
The
this
accent's
for like years.
gone. It's I think we've talked about it before, but it just dawned on me again in this promo. I'm like, oh yeah, that accent's long gone. I forgot.
It comes and goes.
Yeah.
Depends who she's talking about.
And how sassy she's trying to be.
It's like Cena becomes more Bostonian when he's there.
Yeah.
When he's in
Yeah.
in Massachusetts, that you just hear it thick, and then
And a little
everywhere
more
else it's
southern accent when he's down in the southern states too. Mm-hmm. He says y'all when he's down there.
a little bit more Mandarin when he's in China.
Yep.
He's good at that, so.
He's
Yes.
very good at that.
Well, Carmella has a message for Nikki's boyfriend, John Cena. And she wants to apologize for what she's going to do to his girlfriend. Because she's going to take a chair and hit Nikki so hard in the chest that her Bella twins are going to pop out of her back.
Now, is that medically possible?
Chrissy,
We'll
you're
find
taking
out
this
on
one.
Sunday.
Actually, these female performers having prosthetic breasts. Is that the right word? It actually is
Implants?
a very
What if-
it actually is like a really serious health issue. Eva Marie had to have hers redone about a year and a half ago. Hugh Hefner's wife even had hers taken out completely. Like, it really is a legit thing. If that would happen for real, Nikki would die.
Well, no, I mean, yeah.
That's my medical expertise.
There have been stories where like they've like burst or things like that.
Yeah, dude,
They
silicone
can't really-
leaks and like poisons you. You don't even know it for years.
Can't really go.
I say you. I don't.
Yeah,
have-
yeah, I know.
I don't
Yeah, I
have
know
it.
it. Very much.
I think
Directly
that's pretty clear.
Christian, all those medical bills you had were
Oh God!
female
I've just,
breasts.
I've
that
just
were-
finished. I've pretty much just finished paying those off. I don't want more medical bills.
female breasts that had popped, and then the silicone had slowly leaked into you.
And they went through my back.
Yeah.
We told you not to get the surgery.
I thought I looked
You like
prettier.
the way you are.
I want to be more beautiful.
You want to be more Bella, don't
I
mind.
want to be Bella Fabulous.
Should have been like Brie then. All natural.
Dude, Brie is like 4 months pregnant. She's rocking some pretty good ones now too.
Look, if Christian wants that John Cena money, he's got to get in there any way that he can.
I guess so.
So, how else will I sell the merch? Nikki came out. They brawled a little bit. Nikki had a nasty spear to start the brawl.
Yeah.
Carmella escapes, stared down as she walked up the ramp. I'm really looking forward to their no DQ match. Like, I think they've done a great job building this up. I kind of thought the feud was over the last time they had a pay-per-view match, but they kept me intrigued, and I'm really interested in this payoff match.
Nikki brought the fire running down
Yeah,
the ramp
she
tonight.
did.
That was way cool that you start to see her come out and you go like, oh, okay, so it's going to show off, but, you know, maybe do a face-off or something like that. No, cameraman couldn't keep up with her. Just bolted down there. And that was so cool to see that out of her.
You know what just kind of strikes me about Nikki in the last 6 months to, well, since she's been back, I should
Yep.
say. She's been back that long. But, you know, she and Brie just turned 33 last week, and she is showing no signs of slowing down. She is better than ever. Her skill set is bigger than ever. Everything she does. Remember when she, what did she do, the 5-knuckle shuffle or something even better than Cena does it, like a few weeks ago? I mean, she gets better all the time.
Stop
and
ripping
she'll
off your
never get the
boyfriend.
credit for it. But so I want to take this moment to point that out.
No, and
now I'm done.
you're absolutely right. I mean, I know I talked about it for years. Both of them were not good wrestlers, to put it bluntly. Brie started improving, but Nikki was still kind of there. Then all of a sudden, Nikki turned into a powerhouse while Brie was being more technical. But the last, like, maybe 6 months before Nikki's injury, she was really starting to display a lot more stuff. And then when she came back, obviously she had to adapt and alter some of her moves because, hey, you just had a major neck injury. You can't be lifting girls in a torch rack position and then dropping them on your neck anymore. So, yeah, it was the STF that she did.
That's what it was, yes.
And, yeah, she did it better than her boyfriend. So, now I have been very impressed with Nikki since her return as far as her in-ring skills. It might be, actually it probably is the best wrestling that she's done. And like you said, I know 33 is not old. I'm 33. It's not old.
Hang it up.
Yeah.
Hang it up. Hang up them boots.
But in wrestling years, for how long they've been in WWE, and for the female side on the wrestling, they're probably one of the oldest ones there.
Yeah.
I don't know how old Natalya is, but she's probably around that.
It's about the same, yeah.
But other than that, everyone else is probably in their mid to late 20s.
But Natalya actually ages herself in cat years, so she's really...
So she's really old, right? I think this is good, though. I think that I can't believe this has started at SummerSlam, and now we're
end of the year,
December, and they're still going on, and it's still interesting enough for me to want to watch it each week. So I think it'll be good. I mean, they have a lot to, that Sasha and Charlotte match last night was awesome. So they used some weapons and, was a False Count Anywhere match. So, I mean, they got a lot to live up to. But I think they'll be able to do it. I think they'll put a good match together.
I love how now, by me saying my age, now the chat roll has turned into an old AOL chat room and everyone's putting their age. We're not asking for age, sex, location, guys.
That's not...
I think this is wildly interesting.
Yeah, I'm certainly interested.
All right,
and I think we all are very curious about the people in the chat roll. So we sort of get to know them fairly well, but just on a weird wrestling only related basis.
You heard it here, guys. Tell your most personal information to Christy. At Christy Reports on Twitter.
I'm listening.
She'll report it.
Yeah, she will report. Yeah. And speaking of report, why don't we do Believe That at this point then? If you're talking about report.
Oh yes.
For those of you that are new to the show, because we haven't done a breakdown of what Believe That is in a few weeks. No. If you're new to the show, welcome. And Christy loves dirt sheets. Like, loves them. Like, she would marry them if it was legal. I can't stand them. Scott and Tom are kind of indifferent about them. But
I always sleep in dirty sheets.
Good one.
All right, you talk about personal information in the chat roll. Someone's claiming they're 12 years old in the chat roll. You should not be in the chat roll then.
Why?
Not because people say things in there. I don't know.
I'll say something.
Anyway, Christy reads us a story that she loves from the dirt sheets. We decide whether or not we think it's true in a segment that we call Believe That. Scott just wrote boners in the chat room.
Now who's 12?
All right, Christy, what do we got?
All right, well, you guys, I think this is going to be your favorite rumor of all time.
Whoa!
It is actually,
that's a lot of pressure.
I know. It is in no way, shape, or form even related to in-ring action at WWE. However, the dirt sheets are reporting that Emma and Zack Ryder have broken up. Yes, that's right. Due to her obsessive Instagram posts for many months of the two of them together, and now no pictures, nothing. She hasn't deleted the old ones. They're still there from back in the day, but she's not posted a photo on Instagram with Zack since July. July, you guys. So, big news, big headlines last couple days. Emma and Zack Ryder are donezo. Do you believe that?
Who wants to go first?
Yeah, that is the evolution right there.
Yes.
Moving up and beyond. Sorry, Zach, couldn't get it done. You got the 1-1 at Mania. That bought you a couple months. That window is shut, buddy. She's looking for somebody else. So, yeah, I believe that. You're right. This is the best one so far.
Yes.
My turn?
You go for it.
I have to agree with you. I have not seen a picture of them on Instagram. And I just got a match on Bumble, so hopefully it's a connection to them.
Hey.
She's got to write you.
Yeah, I know. I got to wait. Great.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I don't know. He's on Smackdown. She's on Raw. Yeah, I mean, they're not spending much. And she's been hurt.
She's been off the road for a long time.
So, We're not on the road together.
Yeah, I mean, well,
Strains a
yeah.
relationship.
I mean, they might have broke up, but is Zach with Emelina now?
Ooh, maybe it's a whole setup thing.
Oh, because, I mean, yeah, Emma's on Raw, Zach's on SmackDown, so they don't travel as much together. And I guess all the single guys are hoping that's true.
Yeah, I'm saying I hope it's true. Sure.
He comes back as Zachary Wilder.
I kind of love that.
All of a sudden we have...
They frolic on the beach together.
We all of a sudden Hype Bros lose a match next week and Zack Ryder's fed up. He's like, I'm sick of teaming with Mojo. Trade me to Raw. Trade me to Raw. I need to go to Raw.
Yeah,
Send me to Raw.
Zayn.
I need to go to
Zayn.
Raw right now. Like right now. Like my life is on the line here. Like I will never top Emma. I need to get to Raw. Dear God, get me this is what Zack Ryder would be doing.
I know. I like that you said all of a sudden the Hype Bros lose a match.
Listen, they've been on a roll. What are you talking about? They made the Survivor Series team.
All of a sudden, out of nowhere, Hype Bros lose. It's crazy, starting this crazy scenario.
And there was a good... Somebody wrote an article that I read online where it was a good storyline of Zach and Emma being together and, like, kind of Zack Ryder turning heel to be with Emma and, like, turning on Mojo. It was really good. A really good laid out storyline, but I guess we'll never get it now.
Well, and Christy,
no, you will get it now because they
I'm
love
kinda
to put people together.
I'm kind of
that
surprised you
hated
didn't
each
see this.
other.
The chat roll right now is talking about that apparently, according to the dirt sheets, I don't know if it's true or not, that Bailey got engaged.
Yes, to her boyfriend.
Zack
of
Ryder?
over-
Oh, man.
That's why they broke up. That's why they broke up.
to her boyfriend of over 6 years. He's an indie wrestler. I can't think of his name right now.
Good
Well,
for
congrats,
her.
Bailey. Congrats to you, Bailey. We're hugging you in spirit.
But not actually, because then your fiance will beat us up.
Right, but Emma's single. So, hi.
So
it, boys.
you're believing the dirt sheets on this one.
I'm believing them because I want to believe it. I want to believe that one.
Now you know how the dirt sheets work.
You're right. That was a really good one.
I know.
Christy,
I read it. I was like, yes.
you got away on in this one. Do you believe this as well?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Of course, she read on a dirt sheet. She believes everything on a dirt sheet.
But all
Well,
because
and
of the pictures,
also
though, right?
The
Right?
pictures, and also I think when you're injured, like for a wrestler, when you're injured, you have a lot of time to sit at home, and you're not used to that, and think about what your man's doing, what he's not doing for you. All that
Yeah, you're
kind of
hanging
stuff.
out with Mojo Rawley. Come on, bad influence there.
Couple of
Mojo
punts.
wants to go to parties every
Yeah,
night.
uh-huh.
Yeah, dude.
Go to the
Yeah,
clubs.
So
Have you seen
believable.
his Facebook Live things?
Mojo?
Yeah.
I'm afraid to.
Because he'll block you?
Yes, like Ryback. I'm still blocked by him, by the way, for some odd reason.
That's Aaron Solo is Bailey's fiance.
All right.
Good for her.
I have another quick little Christian's Closet thing, I guess, for the next thing on SmackDown.
I guess he says.
What the hell were those tattoos coming out of Otunga's shirt today?
Awesome. Get him tomorrow.
No, you're not.
I'd like
Please,
to think.
please do. Please do.
I'd like to
I
think
feel
the
like we
other
comment
three
on his-
commentators are bored, and then they just draw on his arms.
That you might be right. They're all three of them are in the suits. Otunga's in some bizarre outfit every week, and now this week he has to have his sleeves up just enough, just so you can get like a taste of the new ink on both arms.
Which looked like bad henna. Like, it really just did. Like, it's so fresh and inky.
Maybe
Fresh
that's
and-
what Tom
fresh
Fresh
and
and
inky.
inky.
Right? That's what Tom Phillips does.
Yeah.
When he's not commentating, he draws on his arm.
He's an
He
amateur
walks
tattoo
around the commentating table because he's all the way on the other end. Like, just drawing his arms.
He's like, what do you know, Corey Graves? I could do this.
That Otunga's trying to get his own inked spin-off on the network.
Stink? Yeah.
Tom Connolly.
That was quick, Tom.
Tom Connolly, ladies and gentlemen. Tom Connolly. He'll be performing at the Ha Ha Cafe at 3 a.m. tonight.
How did you know? Yes.
Prime spot.
I already bought
Yeah.
tickets.
Oh, okay.
Brad in the chat, who is on fire tonight, by the way,
Oh.
said maybe they're temporary tattoos from working on Criminal Minds. You might be onto something there. That might have been why they looked so inky. Maybe they were fake.
Why is he on Criminal Minds?
Then why would he show them? Then
To look
cover it
cool.
up. Because, well, then the next time...
Because he wants us to think that he's badass.
But then he's going to wear short sleeves again at some point, and if they're not there, everyone's going to be like, what the hell just happened?
You think people look at him that much to realize that?
They go to the camp, they go to them like 4 times a show.
But we'll realize it, but nobody else is going to realize that.
Am I the only one who sees these things? I can't be the only one who sees these
It's
things.
your segment.
I mean, I have to do the work for it. The people want to know.
Well, it's a shame that you cover up your tattoos, I think.
Yeah, I'm just completely covered in ink.
Yeah.
I mean, here's the thing.
He doesn't want to show him off, though. He's
Super
cool.
sexy.
Yeah, here's the
Super
thing.
inky
When
and
I
rosy.
take the rose shirt off, I have the same rose pattern on my chest.
With actual thorns.
Yes, I have thorns on my chest for protection.
Sure. From Bailey. She's crazy.
Yeah, I mean, she just is a crazy hugger. And I'm giving, hey, no means no. You're engaged now.
Good.
Anyway.
Draw those boundaries.
Ambrose Asylum. His guest is everyone's favorite, James Ellsworth. First off, he asked James how old are the boots he's wearing. And they bring up the fact that Ellsworth is now an official member of the Smackdown roster and has a future WWE World Heavyweight Championship match. And Ellsworth talking about as much as he'd be honored to face Ambrose for the title, I've already beaten AJ 3 times. Why can't I do it again? I feel like they're slowly making Ellsworth build some confidence.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I want it to result in him just thinking he's the greatest wrestler ever. Like, all of a sudden turn from being like the Cinderella story to being like, what would like him just being the most egotistical guy on the roster.
They did call him delusional tonight.
Yeah, Ambrose called him delusional and all that. Well, JBL will always call him delusional.
Like if he announces himself as the only guy to not lose to AJ Styles.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah. Like, just different things like that, and he'll just go around and be, I won a ladder match on SmackDown. All right. I'm about to beat you now. And then he just goes on this massive losing streak. Because eventually it's gonna
I was gonna say, I mean, they
stop
have
at
to do
some
something
point.
with him. They have to do something. That would work.
Well, and Zeno Hour in the chat roll, I do not have a tramp stamp. I just wanted to clarify that.
It is a butterfly tattoo above your butt, but you insist it's not a tramp stamp.
Watch it, Narver. That's all I'm gonna say. Watch it.
Yeah, watch it.
Watch it on the network.
Listen, you go out one night to meet some girl and get with a butterfly tattoo.
Technically, to clarify, Rosenberg has the Divas title above his butt.
I do. I wanted it to
He's a
last.
champion.
I wanted it to last forever. Now it will.
Are you gonna change it though to the new one?
That's on the front.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
Yeah. AJ Styles
In your
comes
belly
out.
button?
Yeah, right. No, like right on like the hip.
Oh, okay.
You know, yeah.
I think he had like Batista.
That's the
Batista,
broken
like...
women's title. On his hips, he has the broken women's title, like Lay Cool.
That's up my thigh.
Oh, my mistake.
Yeah.
Just give everyone a second to picture that, please.
I'm afraid people are gonna like try to Photoshop it.
I
Don't do it, Scott.
They Photoshop.
AJ Styles comes out. What is Jimbo trying to do in the booth right now? He's showing us a photo of something.
That is
that's one of the
crazy.
worst. That one.
What is that?
Insane.
Someone got a tattoo of the old winged world title
Why
on
are
their
you showing
stomach.
that picture of me?
And it's like wrapped around their stomach.
Yeah.
Wow.
Permanently.
Man,
That's pretty sweet, man.
That guy must get so many girls.
that hate wrestling. Could you imagine if you...
Oh, cool. Is that boxing? Oh.
Oh, that's an MMA title. Oh, wait. Anyway, I hope everyone else watching sees this right now, because that is just disturbing.
Wow.
I can make that happen now.
You can? You say yes?
Yes, I will.
All right, good. So AJ Styles comes out. He demands respect, and if you don't give it to me, I'm gonna beat it out of you. And Ambrose loves it. He's like, you've never been this rattled up, and you're busy focusing on Ellsworth. You got a TLC match with me in 5 days. I'm gonna take that title from you. And then AJ destroys them. Like, he knocks out Ambrose. He pushes Ellsworth into him. Ambrose falls to the ladder. and then he throws him into the steps. He then goes on to murder James Ellsworth live on television. He kicked his ass for a little bit, and then Ellsworth is literally hanging on the ring. AJ delivers the hardest chair shot in recent memory to his back.
Yeah, a lot to the butt, it seemed like.
Yeah. And then he goes onto the ring steps, sets up the Styles Clash, and jumps off the steps and delivers the Styles Clash onto the floor. And Ellsworth is sent out in an ambulance and put on a stretcher.
Does this mean we're getting tables, ladders, chairs, and stairs?
Oh.
I don't know, but I said as soon as it happened, I said we will not see Ellsworth again until the Rumble. And he'll come out as a surprise. Like you make Brock and Goldberg 1 and 2, and then you make Ellsworth number 3.
No. I want him to last a little bit in the Rumble.
What are you talking about? He's going to eliminate Brock and Goldberg.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
I mean, duh.
Yeah, we'll just
How
fall
did I
out
think
laughing.
of that?
He'll eliminate Jericho for sure. But you know what? I would like to highlight how James Ellsworth helped AJ Styles set up the Styles Clash. We all know I have major complaints about the setup of the Styles Clash, and it's too obvious and it takes too long. However, James Ellsworth totally, not only did he take it like a champ, but he, set it up like a champ, and it wasn't all obvious. And,
Yeah.
oh, it's coming. So, props to that,
Good
James
job, James.
Ellsworth.
That was devastating.
It looked
that
vicious.
was nasty.
As soon as he set up, I'm like, he's not going to do it onto the steps, is he?
That's what I thought.
Yeah.
It actually looked like he was in danger of hitting his head on the steps.
Right. But yeah, props to AJ for being able to jump far enough off the steps so he doesn't hit it.
Yeah,
I mean, it looked crazy.
yeah, that was really crazy. Him being dead makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
just annihilated. Yeah, AJ was awesome tonight. AJ was really on point.
I love him as champ. I don't want him to lose the belt.
Ellsworth or AJ?
AJ. I don't... I like Dean, but I think AJ's on a roll. Let's just keep the belt on him and see what happens. There's no reason to take it off him.
Kane versus Luke Harper. This match lasted a lot longer than I thought it would. And to their credit, I mean, Kane gave a powerbomb. He gave a superplex. I mean, it was slow.
He showed his age.
It was a slow match, but
33.
Yeah.
yeah, clearly 33. 33 and a half. But, he delivered the power moves. Harper showed some of his agility in that match. Obviously, Harper has a lot more, but there's only so much agility you'll show in a match with Kane. And surprisingly, Kane hit the chokeslam and defeated Luke Harper. A lot of people were shocked by that.
I was.
Tom the Calm was shocked
I
about
was
it.
very calm about it.
Are we gonna have your rage segment or
Oh,
something?
I forgot we were gonna do that. I
I don't know. It's a work in progress.
Yeah. It's got to be natural. So
Would this
wait.
Who wants
this
to rage
be the
naturally?
segment where it would happen?
Kinda. I would say I'm more upset that Kane beat Harper, because I just don't get I get they're doing the whole Randy Harper Bray storyline, but I just don't. What are you doing with Harper? He's an awesome talent, and I feel like every time he gets momentum, it's 2 steps forward and 10 steps back, and then he's back as being Wyatt's lackey, and doing nothing and just materializing out of nowhere.
We talked, I don't know, maybe 3 or 4 weeks ago about how Harper's starting to show signs of a little bit of jealousy for Randy Orton, and it's definitely getting displayed more, and that definitely seems to be where they're going with it. So I'm not against him losing the match, but it is surprising. It's hey, if you're trying to make the Wyatts dominant and you have him lose clean,
Yeah.
or it could have been a miscommunication between him and Orton that caused him to lose.
Yeah, there's a lot of ways you could do it.
Yeah.
I just think it's him losing clean to Kane just doesn't do anything. Doesn't make him any better. I get it, and I get it shows him as weaker in Bray's eyes, but I think they need to... I want a slow burn on this Orton-Bray thing. Let's take this all the way to WrestleMania if we're going to do this. Let's let it play out. If they can do it with Nikki and Carmella, they can definitely do it with Randy and Bray.
Mm-hmm.
Take it all the way to WrestleMania, and then, maybe at whatever the pay-per-views before that, then he finally turns on Bray. It's finally revealed.
Chat
that he's
roll
not
wants
with them.
Rage. Chat roll is asking for Rage.
I'm
They
sorry,
want
I can't get
Tom
I'm,
against the
this
machine.
I'm not that raged against this, so sorry. There'll be something. It'll come up.
Maybe we should just poke him till he gets ready.
Yeah, that worked. Nah.
Just poke him.
That's all it took.
No more.
But yeah, I want to see this play out longer than till the next pay-per-view. Like, let's let it keep going.
Yep.
I'm fine with that.
Main event: the Wyatts versus American Alpha. They gave this a lot of time. Good match. I really felt that they really displayed American Alpha as the future tag team tonight. Because here, no one in the crowd thought they would win this match. Nobody thought American Alpha was going to be Randy Orton and Bray Wyatt. Because, all right, here are two main event singles guys teaming up against the young up-and-coming tag team. But they went about 20 minutes with them, and there were some moments where they're going to pull it off. So I really enjoyed the match. I loved the finish of this match. When Bray, Tom and I were talking while we were watching it, when Bray does the Sister Abigail in like a snap fashion, it looks so much more painful. I really enjoyed this match. So Sister Abigail and Jordan, RKO on Gable. Orton and Bray are the #1 contenders for the tag titles. And Randy Orton Pose is the Ultimate Mannequin Challenge, according to JBL.
And we missed something.
What do we miss?
You missed the Becky Lynch promo.
Oh my God! I'm so sorry because that was a great promo.
A lot to discuss there.
Yeah, I'm a little bitch like Alexa apparently.
Did someone say that about you?
Those 12-year-olds,
Renee was backstage with Becky and mentions that she has a spine bruise, but she's still going to compete no matter what. And Alexa wanted it now to be a tables match, so we got the official word of it. And she said she's going to get her revenge on that little bitch.
Good for Becky. Even though I want Alexa to win.
Becky is the one who, like the little kids look up to her, and she's saying a bad word.
Yeah. You know what? I'm kind of torn on this. I hate a B-bomb. I hate it. They say it too much on Total Divas. I don't think it's ever necessary on WWE TV. It's just uncreative. It's just think of a better word. I believe it's too derogatory. But in this case, I do get why. Like it does usually seem unnecessary, and I say think of something better to say. But if this is really Becky, nice girl, she's talking about being a nice girl earlier, and Alexa got her that fired up. Everyone keeps talking about a possible Becky Lynch heel turn, and I feel like maybe in a few months.
Last week.
Yes, but and if you started that fire, everyone's kind of jumped on that bandwagon in the last week online and stuff. So I mean, I could see where we could look back in a few months and go, oh yeah, that was the beginning of the turn.
Yeah.
I think it worked for this promo.
Yeah.
Because it wasn't. You weren't expecting it. Because they never really say that anymore on TV. So I mean, who was the last person to say it? I think Stephanie to Brie.
To Brie, yeah.
Something like that.
Yeah.
Probably JBL to Cole.
Yeah.
As far as women to say it to each other.
Yeah. Stephanie was the last
All right,
person.
JBL said it to Cole.
Okay. Fair enough.
But I thought it was good though. I thought it helped, show Becky being fired up and ready for this match and wanting to defend her title.
Then the show ends with Heath Slater and Rhino watching the end of the tag match, and Dasha was busy hanging out with James Ellis, and then
Rono.
runs over to talk to Rono about how they feel about now facing Bray and Randy.
Eating
Dasha,
Lou's potato chips.
I want to just talk to Dasha for a minute here.
Oh, it's turning into a dating thing again.
Did you connect with her?
Well, no, I'm waiting for Emma. I'm waiting to hear back from her. But, Dasha. No, it's not a fashion thing. It's not a fashion thing.
She looked good.
Yeah, she looked great.
To you?
She's I like her presence when she interviews. I think she looks nice. Why do you not know the names of the people you're about to interview? This is twice now. You've been on Smackdown twice, and both times you've done this.
She's been studying Mike Adamle tapes.
Apparently.
It's her favorite announcer, favorite backstage.
I mean, everyone makes
Jeff
mistakes.
Harvey.
Yeah. People make I've certainly done it too. I remember specifically I was doing live commentary on Internet Pay-Per-View for some reason. I had Peter Avalon, who's former guest of the show. He was on commentary with me, and he was just finishing his TNA run that he did as North Furnham, and he was a champion for this company, and we were about to go to the main event, or he found out his opponent for our biggest event of the year, which was called New Era. All of a sudden, live on it, I scream at it. I'm like, Peter Avalon, you are now going to face this guy at Bound for Glory. Like, why the hell did I... Like, it happens. I'm guilty of it, too. But you've been on TV twice. I'm sure you got a firm talking to the first time it happened. Because it's a much bigger stage than what I was on.
And she's been on more than twice.
On SmackDown?
Yeah.
Has she?
Well, I mean, she was doing interviews earlier.
Right, but I'm saying like 2 episodes.
It's only been a few weeks,
Yeah.
at the most, yeah.
So, Tasha, please fix that. That's all I'm asking.
Third time and it's a gimmick.
Yeah, you're right.
Let's just move
And
on.
that will get over. So
Christy
AJ,
Olson available for WWE
Say, or they could
SmackDown.
just hire somebody who knows the names. That's all I'm saying.
I think Christy killed
And
me
looks
earlier
like
with
the
that
female
look, though.
performers. All I'm saying.
AJ Styles immediately interrupted Rono and Heath, and said nobody cares about the tag titles. All that matters is talking to the champ. And Rhino and Heath were starting to get in AJ's face. Ambrose comes out, and they start brawling all around this room full of Lay's potato chips as SmackDown goes off the air.
They needed a brawl.
They needed a brawl in
Sheamus and Cesaro got to brawl on Raw, and those guys were like, "Hey, we want to brawl."
Yep. So with that, let's get, because we only have a few minutes left, let's get into our predictions for TLC this Sunday. SmackDown exclusive pay-per-view, which, of course, you can see the AfterBuzz for Sunday night here on AfterBuzzTV.com. Christy will be there.
Yes, it's gonna be good.
So let's. So speaking of Slater and Rhino tag titles, they're defending against the new Wyatt family, Randy Orton and Bray Wyatt, and I say this will be Bray Wyatt's first title in the WWE as a tag champion with Randy Orton, and that is weird to say.
Weird, but I agree.
Yeah, I can't believe Bray's never held a belt. That is insane.
He hasn't.
It's been forever. Okay, yeah, I say Bray.
Well, Heath Slater and Rhino have and are and keep Will holding on. No, that didn't work at all.
No, it
I feel
didn't.
like what's her nuts? They're gonna retain.
So Heath and Rhino will win. You're saying?
Yeah.
All right. Kalisto versus Corbin in a chairs match. Like I was saying earlier, I think this match is going to be more exciting than what people are thinking. But
Agreed.
Corbin's going to win.
I think so.
Yes.
I guess it does make more sense to have Corbin win, but you know what? Hell, I'm gonna go for Kalisto.
Yeah, me too. I think
Yeah.
I think Kalisto's gonna win.
Going Corbin.
All right. Carmella versus Nikki in a no disqualification match. I say Carmella is the victor. And perhaps we see who is the one that attacked Nikki at Survivor Series to help Carmella win.
James Ellsworth.
Yes, exactly. Or maybe it's Dasha.
Could be.
No, Nikki's gonna take this one.
No, you're wrong.
Nikki's
You're wrong.
gonna take this one, and I forgot what I was gonna predict after that. Oh, that the her and Carmella thing is gonna be over because it was really Eva Marie who attacked her, and Eva Marie's coming back. So while the Carmella Nikki Bella feud has been epic, I think this might be the.
Oh,
end
I
of
think
it.
this is the finish of it. This
and
is
Nikki,
the end of the
and
feud.
Nikki has to be victorious in the end.
Why? Because
Does
his
she?
boyfriend's
Has
John
to.
Cena, my favorite wrestler ever.
Tom,
The
what you got?
WWE universe actually likes her now. They're going to take advantage of that.
Do they like her?
They do.
Yeah.
I say Nikki wins. But I could see her winning and then getting attacked by whoever attacked her at Survivor Series after the match.
Scott?
Yeah, I'm going Nikki Bella in this one too.
Yeah. Team Bella.
Yes.
Intercontinental title ladder match, the final chapter of Dolph Ziggler and The Miz. I think Ziggler's winning. And then they could finally start elevating Miz, like maybe feud with Ambrose or something like that after this, and keep him going and keep Ziggler representing the IC title.
Yeah, I don't think it's gonna be Ziggler. I think Miz retains again. Miz has just been so strong with it, and I don't think they want to change that up too much.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with the Miz.
Yeah, me too.
All right, you're all wrong. And tables match for the women's title: Alexa Bliss versus Becky Lynch. I think this is one I've been most torn on, honestly. I'm gonna lean towards Becky retaining.
Okay.
Just because since she's the one who went through her table tonight, she needs to get her revenge on that. You don't have the same person go through a table twice in a week. Unless you're the Dudley Boys. Neither
Then
of
it's
them are
every
the
day.
Dudley Boys.
I do see how Becky needs to get her revenge, but I think it's time. I think it's finally time, along
it
with the
could be.
B-bomb.
I'm fine
for her to
either way
lose her
with this.
belt. I think this might be a turn.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Alexa.
Yeah, I think Alexa. I've been calling it for months now, so I think it's her time. I think it would be a good way to transition Becky into something else, and then I think we elevate Naomi versus
Yes,
Alexa.
please.
and then
Elevate who for?
Naomi
Oh, okay.
up into that. So
I say Becky retains, and probably Naomi is the next to go after Becky.
Oh, see, I'm thinking Becky retains, and then Carmella's the next to go after Becky.
After losing to Nikki Bella.
I said Carmella's winning.
Oh.
Finally, TLC match for the WWE World Heavyweight Championship. Dean Ambrose versus AJ Styles. Most likely no James Ellsworth because he was murdered tonight. I say, and again, this is tough because I love AJ as champion, but I mean, he has to lose it eventually. Mm-hmm. The question is to who? Because you look at the SmackDown roster, who over the next few months do they think they could elevate to possibly be the one to beat him other than Ambrose?
John Cena.
Who just booked another movie and will be on another hiatus, another long one.
good job, buddy. Good job.
I mean, so
Stay away from that 16 title.
I'm grudgingly saying AJ retains. As much as I love for AJ to retain, I just think Ambrose right now is really the only guy on the roster that it would make sense for him to lose the title to. But I'm going to say AJ retains on Sunday.
I think, yes, this time AJ will retain, but maybe Ellsworth pops up somewhere and that whole thing is not over.
Ellsworth heel turn?
Not yet. Not yet.
I think it's coming,
But we're
though.
getting there.
Yeah, I
Uh-huh.
think so. I think he's eventually going to have to, turn on Dean.
Oh, that'd just be hilarious.
But I say AJ wins. He's celebrating on top of the ladder. All the lights go out. And then we hear a bong. And The Undertaker comes
Corbin?
out.
Oh.
Oh.
Because it seems like I saw something, they've been saying it's going to be Taker versus Styles at
That
Royal
makes
Rumble.
sense.
So-
Yes.
And I think in between there,
Ellsworth will have a shot.
gets his shot, yeah.
So we can tease Ellsworth versus Undertaker. Scott?
I think AJ wins it via James Ellsworth screwing it up for Dean, trying to come out there, trying to help him out, and then Dean gets frustrated and beats him up afterwards, and we get evil Dean.
Ooh, I like that too. That could work.
Also a good thought. And we want to know your thoughts, and you can tell us on the YouTube comment page, or of course you can talk to us on various forms of social media. Scott Narver, how can people reach out to you?
You can reach out to me on social media at Curtain Jerks. You can listen to my comedy wrestling podcast, Curtain Jerks, available on iTunes and SoundCloud. Check out youtube.com/OnYourMark. Season 2 is currently in production. I heard there were 2 good episodes filmed today, so you're going to want to subscribe now. And also, Fox Sports presents Wrestling Compadre Slamcast. Great guests, good stuff every week, so go check that out as well.
Tom Connolly.
You can follow me on Twitter and Instagram at TomTheCom. This is my 6th week of the challenge. I'll have my results next week for you guys.
Oh, all right.
Shirtless pictures?
Maybe, I don't know.
Oh!
I don't know how fast I got the pictures
Will a
back.
Christian's Closet segment be needed?
Maybe, I don't know.
right.
Going to see them tattoos.
I love it.
Christy.
Guys, hit me up, please, at Christy Reports on Twitter, Instagram, and Snapchat. And please also check out the West Coast Wrestling Connection at youtube.com/the WCWC. And tomorrow on Xbox 12360, we are going to have Bob Hawley. It's gonna
Hardcore
be
Hawley.
good, yes. So please check it out.
And Jimbo, since I failed to introduce you at the beginning of the show, plug away at the end of the show.
Follow me on Twitter at Jimbo in the Booth.
All right. And also our buddy Puppet that was here a couple weeks. Tomorrow, November 30th, 9:30 Pacific time, live on Facebook.com/Ranker. He goes one-on-one with the world's strongest man, Mark Henry, in WWE 2K17. So you want to check that out. And you can follow me on Twitter at Word Rosenberg, Instagram, Rosenberg, T-shirts, ProWrestlingTees.com/Christian Rosenberg. Thanks so much for tuning in. Enjoy TLC this Sunday. For Jim on the booth, Scott Narver, Tom Connolly, and Christy Olson, I'm Christian Rosenberg. We will see you later.
From executive producers Maria Menounos, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff, we would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. To watch or listen to other after shows and post comments or questions, be sure to visit AfterBuzzTV.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of AfterBuzz TV.
Buzz you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.